Now, advertising is very important to GB News. It is the main source of our revenues, as it is for all terrestrial TV channels. And the main driver of advertising revenues is audience share. So you would think it was pretty important that we had an accurate way of measuring audience share. We don't. In fact, we have the opposite. And this brings me to the second problem GB News has encountered. In the UK, TV audience share is measured by an organisation called BARB, the Broadcast Audience Research Board. The data provided by BARB drives a £2.5 billion advertising market. BARB is jointly owned by the BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, Sky, and the Institute of Practitioners in Advertising. In other words, most of the companies who stand to win or lose from the TV market share measured by BARB own BARB. It is a bit like having the company responsible for managing VAR being owned by the 5 most long-established Premiership clubs. Now, I'm a Manchester United fan, so I might actually be in favour of that right now, because it would just about be the only way we could recover to our former position in the Premiership. But I think most people would agree it is just a little bit vulnerable to abuse. That is not the only problem. There is the small issue of data collection and sample size. BARB have reporting boxes in some 7,000 homes. The method behind the sampling is completely invisible to us, and we have no idea whether it is reliable. What we do know is that the data jumps about every day and is remarkably erratic. At GB News, we have a running joke that our daily viewing numbers depend on whether Brian and Enid have switched on up in Macclesfield. In the digital age, this method of data collection is prehistoric, and it is about as reliable as Spanish electricity.